Hello everyone and welcome back to Rebel Trading, where I will show you how to upgrade your trading strategies and help you become a more profitable trader. So in today's video, I got a cool 5-minute scalping strategy. It works good on forex, stocks, and crypto. For the sake of this video, I will be using it on the Euro-US dollar pair. The strategy also works good for other time frames, but I found the 5-minute and the 15-minute to work the best. As always, everything in this video will be shown completely for free. Go ahead and stick around to the end of the video and I'll show you how to set up alerts on the strategy as well. Also for this strategy, I am using the Heikin-Ashi candles. You are free to use the regular candles, but I found that the trades are easier to spot when using the Heikin-Ashi candles. So the first indicators that we will use, we're just going to type in the EMA. We're going to click on it twice. So on the first EMA, we're going to leave the length at 9. You can also leave the color there as well, but you can change it to your preference. On the second one, I'll be changing the length of it to 30. And for the style, I'll be changing it to gold. So how this strategy works is it's based off of a pullback. So for example, we can see right here that the blue 9 EMA is trending above the 30. So this indicates that there is currently an uptrend. So we'll be looking for longs whenever this happens. When the golden line or the 30 EMA is trailing above the 9, it's the opposite. We're going to be looking for shorts. This indicates that there is a downtrend. By the way, if you guys have found value at today's video so far, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would click on the like button. It helps me grow my channel, and also consider subscribing as well. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be hosting my free Telegram trading channel where I will show you all the trades that I make on a regular basis. All right, so now for the strategy. Once we see that the 9 EMA is trailing above the 30, we're going to wait for a pullback. So we're going to need to see a candle either mostly or completely close below the blue line. I must also indicate that the sharper the incline is for the EMAs and the greater that the space is, the stronger the uptrend. But if we see that there is little to no space between the EMAs or that the EMAs are horizontal, this represents consolidation. It depends on which markets you're in. So for example, in forex, some assets trade better at different times. Another thing to avoid is you don't want to be trading when the wicks on the candle are really long. You want to avoid the doji candles because this represents high volatility in the market. So after we can see that most of this candle right here closed below the blue line, what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the next green candle to close. If it is mostly or completely above the 9 EMA, we can take our first long position. So we'll take our long right here. As for the stop loss, this is due to your preference, but normally I put mine a few points below the most recent swing low. If you want to give it some more space, you can put it below the 30 EMA. But as we can see here, the swing low is the lowest point, so we're going to leave it open from there. The first take profit point will be set at the 2.0 risk reward. You could potentially leave the trade open. In fact, I'd recommend it because, again, this strategy is based off of pullbacks in the market. So sometimes it can trail for longer periods of time compared to other strategies. So after we take our profit right here, I would at least move the stop loss up to the entry point to prevent you from losing the trade. After that, I would create a trailing stop loss that follows the 30 EMA, and I would just leave the trade open until the trend changes. So after the blue line crosses back over to the 30 EMA. So if we would have used that strategy, we would have seen half of our profit get taken, and that's almost 50 pips for a forex trade. So 0.47%. So if you're using 50 to 1 leverage, like that's almost a 20% trade. That is insane. Let's look for another one. So as we can see on this one, we do have the 9 EMA above the 30, but there aren't any candles closing mostly or above the EMA. So we're going to avoid this one. All right, so we can see that we have our second long position right here. The 9 EMA is trailing above the 30. We have a candle closing mostly or completely below the 9 EMA. So we're going to wait for the first green candle to print, and then we're going to set our stop loss a few points below the most recent swing low. 2.0 risk reward ratio. We can see that we have another winning trade. And again, if you take half your profit at the 2.0 risk reward ratio and then move your stop loss up, you can just trail your stop loss up to the EMA until it switches. If you would have done that, you would have caught quite a bit more profit on that one. And again, I use this on the 5-minute as well as the 15-minute time frame. So although sometimes the profit margins won't be massive, you can rapidly get in and out of a trade, no problem. All right, so for the short position, we're going to be looking for the opposite. we're going to be seeing the 30 EMA or the golden line trailing above the 9 EMA. After we can see a price increase above the 9 EMA and the bar closes, we're going to wait for the first red candle to appear. Once this has occurred, we can take our short position. We set our stop loss a few points above the most recent swing high or the 30 EMA. And we can see with a 2.0 risk reward ratio, we caught profit on our first target point. And again, you can move your stop loss down to at least the entry point. In fact, I'd recommend that you move it past the 30 line for short or below the 30 line for a long. That way you can kind of follow the trade and leave it open to get as much profit as you possibly can through the trade. All right, so for setting up alerts on this strategy, what we're going to do, we're going to right click on the 9 EMA, click add alert. All right, we're going to click on once per bar close, click on EMA 9, and then you just make sure whenever it crosses the 9 EMA, you're going to get an alert. Make sure that you create this alert on the time frame that you want to trade. So if you're trading on the 5-minute, for example, you want to do this. You can also create another one for the 15-minute. I'd also recommend that you look at the other time frames so that you can get a general idea of where the market is heading at the time of using this strategy. So that's it for today's video. Again, if you guys found value out of it, I'd greatly appreciate if you'd click on the like button and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I put out regular content at least a few times a week. Also, go ahead and comment down below for any future video ideas or tips, tricks, anything that you guys would like to see. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.